What? It's... Hey. So everyone's going back to school soon. Me too. But I'm going into year 13. I'm going into my last year and I literally couldn't be more excited for it. Because after that, school's done. Well, except from like uni, but I'm like super excited to go to uni. Well, I want to go to one uni to do one course and that's it. And if I don't go there, then I don't want to go to uni. I've just finished year 12, my first year of A-levels. I do art, psychology and double health and social. We'll do a double BTEC. So I thought, because I've just finished year 12, I'm going to tell you what I wish that I knew before going into year 12. So I'll tell you them now. So the first thing that I wish I knew before going into 12 is that, like, it's a lot. It's not like a lot, but it's like a lot. So like, it's a jump. It is a jump. It's like a big jump from GCSE, which I knew, obviously, like I did know, but like I wasn't prepared for it. I went in and I, first of all, only did health and social because I had the 3 subjects that I wanted to do and I didn't know what else to do. But you have to take 4, so I was like, I'll just do a BTEC because there's nothing else I wanted to do and it's like easy, so I did that. And then I started doing I did philosophy to start with, and I started doing philosophy and I was like, this just isn't for me, like this isn't a vibe. So like I dropped that and I didn't know what else to pick up and I was panicked because I wanted to drop it as soon as possible and pick up another subject so I didn't get behind. So I didn't like look at all the subjects again, so I thought, I'm already doing single health and social, let's pick up double, which like I do regret a little bit, but I know that I'm going to come out of it with 2 A stars. Whereas if I changed to media like halfway through the year, which I wanted to do, I wanted to drop double health and pick up media literally like 3 months in. If I did that, I'm not guaranteed an A star in media, but I am in health and social, so like you got to play the game. So that's what I did. But it's like a lot of work. Double health is a lot of work, psychology is a lot of work, art is a lot of work, and I just wasn't ready for it. Like, I was like, like I still really now don't really know what's going on in psychology, like it's a lot of work. I wish I knew to like, well, this is the thing. It's not what I wish I knew, it's what I wish I'd done almost, because I wish I made notes. Not notes, I wish I made flashcards after every single lesson in psychology because I had full intention to. And I knew if I did that it would be so much easier, but I didn't do that. But I do have like a stack of flashcards that I made from last year, and there's quite a few. It's like 4 topics or something like that. But one, they're not great flashcards, they're just sort of my class notes on flashcards. And 3, I'd like finish the topic and I'd sit down and do them, and I haven't made any since that, so I have like 3 or 4 topics to do now, which is so long. Like that's a lot of flashcards to make. So I really wish that I just made flashcards. Another thing that I wish I did is used more of my frees. Now I do use a lot of my frees to do my coursework because I want my coursework done and dusted ASAP Rocky. But I do wish I used my frees like even more, because at the end of the day all you do is sit in the common room with like 2 other friends, like literally on your phones, because it's rare that you'll have it with a lot of friends. So like sometimes, yeah, we do have like 5 of us, so we go and get breakfast, but like I've already eaten breakfast, so I'm just getting fat and behind, and there is no win there. In year 12, I wish I did more uni research, because I'm going into year 13 now. I have to apply come like October, I think. And there's only one uni that I want to go to and one course that I want to do there. Like I haven't looked at any other uni, so I wish I did that more. And I wish in the summer I did a draft of my personal statement. I mean, I still have 2 weeks of summer left, but I know I'm not going to do it, but I really wish I would, and I really wish I did. So if you're in year 12, just start thinking about your personal statement. Start writing things down that you might put in it. Don't even necessarily write it, just like give it a little think, because I still don't know what I'm going to put in mine. One thing I honestly wish I did in year 12 was like stress a lot less. Like I was never, okay, that's a lie, I wasn't stressed. I put a lot of pressure on myself to like do a lot of things in a certain amount of time. So like I was trying to balance driving lessons, the gym, school, my new job, like seeing my friends, seeing my boyfriend, like having a social life, seeing my family, and it's just like I was trying to do all of them things, and I wanted like in health I wanted like a unit done like literally like every day, and then I'd be like stressing because I didn't have this unit done, but I was also actually really ahead, so there was no need for me to have it done. So I was like setting these setting these like expectations and like standards, which were like not impossible because like I did sort of like meet them all, I'm pretty sure, but like I wish I just like didn't stress as much because there's just no need and I have no work to really show for it. One thing I wish I did do was this is gonna sound so stupid, but like pay more attention in my psychology lessons, because I'm the type of person, if I get something I get it and I love it and I'll like learn about it and I'll look into it further and I'll like really remember it and I'll like get it. Like if I get something I spend more time on it, and if I don't get something, like that's like me sometimes, I'm like I don't get it, like there's no point trying, which is the worst thing ever, but it's just like what I'm like. Sometimes like in maths for GCSE, if I didn't get something I was like I don't get it, there's no point, like I don't get it. I just wish I did more work, to be honest, and I wish in art I wasn't so like that, like I was like I can't draw, I can't paint, so I didn't. And I wish I like experimented more when I had the time, because now going into year 13 I have a lot of work to do and I don't have time to do that really now. So what else did I wish I did? If you can't tell, I didn't prepare for this video, I'm just coming on here like, I wish that I'd known that like it's okay to get worse grades than what you're used to. So in psychology I got like a lot of like C's to start off with, and then I got like a couple of A's, and then like, and I think I got a few D's. But it's a lot harder to get higher grades in A-levels than it is GCSE. Like, it's relatively easy to get high grades in GCSE. Like, I didn't do much revision and got 1 A star and 5 A's. Like, it's a lot easier to do well, and then you go to year 12 and it gets a lot harder to do well. So I wish I'd like sort of known just how different it was. So like someone that was performing at A star at GCSE could come and get like a C in their first test, and it's not because they're not clever anymore, it's just because it's a lot harder to get higher grades in A-levels than it is GCSE. Like A-levels are tricky. I wish I'd known that there was always something you could be doing. So like in psychology I didn't have homework, so I wouldn't do anything, but there's always something you can do. Make revision notes, make flashcards, do further reading. Like there's always something that you can be doing, always. Actually, do you know what I really wish I knew? I wish I knew how I wanted to organise my psychology work at the beginning. So I'm dyslexic, so I do all of my work on my MacBook. I say that, I do one written subject, so obviously I do all my coursework on here, I do like most of my art stuff on there, but for psychology I don't have a book, I do it all on my MacBook. But I did want to print it off, so if I wanted to read something just out of paper I could. But I could not find out like how I wanted to organise it. I had a folder at the beginning and I didn't like it because I had like, you know, the proper ring binders, and I didn't like them because I couldn't like bend it around, and I couldn't, so I bought them, I put all my work into that, and then I was like I don't like it. I did put it in a display book. I didn't like a display book because if I wanted to move it around I had to take all of the pages out and put them all back in, because obviously there's not like a ring binder in it, and I just could not for the life of me work out how I wanted to organise my stuff. And I have it now, I have a ring binder that's like plastic, so it folds back, there's a ring binder in it so I don't have to move all my stuff around. But I wish I found out at the beginning of the year, rather than being like 2 months in and being like actually I don't like the ring binders, and then having to spend so much time like reprinting and rewriting and like rejiggling stuff, and like I just wish I knew how I wanted to do it. Something else I wish I did was revise for like the little tests. So we'd have like little tests in psychology, and like I wouldn't really revise for them much or like at all for some of them, because one, I'm gonna be completely honest, I'd forget we have them, but two, because I'd be like, oh, they're just like a mini test. But if you revise for them, then you have your revision notes for them, you revise for that topic. When it comes to the end of year 13 now, I'd know a lot more on them than I do then, because I revised for that mini test, and I'd have that test to look back on that has like decent answers on it. Now it just has like corrections on it, but like I just wish I wish I took year 12 a bit more seriously. I say this like my year 12 went really bad. It like literally didn't. My year 12 was so fine and it was so good, but I definitely could have spent a lot more time on psychology and art because I got carried away with my coursework a bit, to be honest. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all the stuff that I wish I knew before going into year 12. I like how it started like things you should know going into year 12, and now it's like actually things I just wish I did. I think year 12 is like a really good year because obviously it is quite serious, but you've just, well for me, I like just moved to a new school. I had a whole new group of friends. Like it was fun, like we had so much fun. I've grown a lot as a person, like I've become a lot more independent. I've been able to like manage my time a lot more. I've been able to manage my time a lot better. So like it was a great year. So yeah, I wish I did things a bit differently, but I had a great year. I'm like where I should be. Maybe I should be a bit better in psychology, but I'm ahead in health and social, so when that's finished I can give psychology all the time in the world. So yeah, that was like my video. I don't know if this even makes sense. I stopped halfway through because I was like, I'm gonna film this a different day, but then as soon as I stopped I thought of some more things. So I hope you've enjoyed it nevertheless. Does that even make sense? I hope you have a great day. No, not yet. Subscribe to my channel I'd say if you want to see more videos like this. I don't really do school videos, but subscribe if you like my bear. Give a video a thumbs up. I have my social medias linked down below, like my Instagram, so go and give them a follow. And yeah, I will see you next time, and I hope you have the best day ever.